Hello, welcome to the climb to 1800. Now, today might be my last day for a few days because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed like first thing tomorrow morning. So I doubt that I'll feel good enough to play too quickly following that. Um, okay, I play e6 against this. I actually know a few lines here. But also sorry that my bed is such a mess. That's on me. Wait, I believe that the move here is knight c6, but I think that I can just go for d5 straight away if he doesn't stop me. I think I can just go for e5 if he doesn't stop me with some other move. I'm also shaking because my room is freezing right now. I don't know why I had the air set to like 69 when it's just a normal day. 69 isn't even that cold. I don't know why I'm shaking. I hope I'm not getting sick. Okay, let's talk about the actual game though. I feel pretty good about this opening. He's going to be able to play d4 in the next move pretty much no matter what, unless I want to play d4 myself. But that seems like too big of a space commitment, honestly. I think that I want to play knight to c6 instead. Um, and that's what I'm going to do. Knight to c6 seems reasonable. Okay. He brings his knight out too, putting more pressure on the d4 square. I don't think I want to pin him because it's not actually a pin because his bishop is behind it. So I see no reason not to just play knight f6, honestly. And I feel like I'm just getting everything I want in a Sicilian. I could force an IQP structure because if I don't, he might give me one. But honestly, I feel like that position is pretty good for me if that does end up happening. Um, I could also play h6. Jesus, I'm shaking. I don't know why. I'm not even. It's not even that cold. um, but yeah, I could take, and then he might play knight takes. Then my knight takes. I don't think that he's going to pin my knight and try to win a pawn right here because he's already moved his bishop once. But I just don't want to settle for such an equal position when I do think I have the slight edge. So let's play, yeah, let's play bishop to f5 or e6. I want to say f5 because it obviously controls more squares. And e6 doesn't really do much. It's undefended though, it can be chased away by the knight. But then I just drop back and I think I'm okay with that. So yeah, let's do that. And he can definitely capture this pawn and give me an IQP, but then I'll just have so much development for the pawn. Or, I mean, I wouldn't lose a pawn. So much development, I should say, for the pawn structure. So, yeah, bit of an oddball Sicilian. Don't see it too often. But I can't complain. Okay. I'm looking to play queen out here to actually threaten some annoyances on my opponent. I don't want to play too quickly because I have a habit of speeding up when I really shouldn't be. But I do think that this is a decent move, so let's just do it. Let's just do it. And then I'm going to play bishop e7 next. The reason that I'm not playing bishop e7, even though I probably should to be able to castle, is mainly because if he ever captures here, I don't want to waste another tempo moving my bishop twice when I could only move it once. So little subtleties like that are what I'm starting to pick up on, even if it's not correct. The fact that I'm looking for them, like trying to not waste tempo, for example, is kind of a new phenomenon for me. I mean, obviously, you're always trying not to lose tempo, but being careful with it, I mean. Or being extra careful, I should say. I'm trying to speak a little bit quietly because my doggy, or one of my dogs, her name is Charlie, is sleeping right. Oh, ignore the snacks. Is sleeping right there. And the reason I have two screens is one of them is like showing me what I'm recording. I don't have a separate chessboard up right now. Just this one is for the actual chess.com. This is my recording software OBS. Okay, so he captures. I mean, I did say I was going to take with the bishop. The only reason that taking with the queen might be a little bit better is because he can kind of annoy this pawn pretty easily. So say I take, then he goes here. And it's actually pretty annoying to defend this pawn while keeping a good structure. But on the other hand, this move basically makes it so that he can't play rook e1. So if I can find a way to save this pawn while preserving my pawn structure, I'm going to do it. By it, I mean taking with the bishop. So let's see. Takes, bishop to g5. Oh. Then I think I have knight to e4, threatening to take this. So the problem is he can actually just capture here because captures. If I take with the queen, then after bishop g4, I can bring my bishop out here. So I think that taking with the queen is probably more accurate. Unless I want to castle queenside and allow him to make my pawn structure a little bit bad. For example, takes here, rook d1. Well, I guess, no. I think that taking with the queen is better just to make it simpler. Yeah, let's avoid unnecessary complications. Although my heart really wanted to play bishop takes c5 instead. Because now he's going to win tempo on my queen and the whole shebang. Sorry, my speaker's glitching out a little bit. Oh, okay, so he's really just trying to get back some center space, which I guess makes sense because he was forced to play it pretty passive in the opening. I don't want to go back here because he's still going to play this, and you know, there is a case to be made for just sacking it because he's so undeveloped, but I don't think I'm going to go for that, honestly. I don't think I'm going to go for that. If only I could take this first and then take this pawn, right? It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Is there anything I can do, though? I'm just trying to think, because I don't want to make an ugly move, well, where even would I go? I'd really have to go, like, here. Which I don't really want to do. I think I'm going to have to. I could also go back here, but again, I was talking about he has this move. I think I'm going to have to, though. I don't really have a choice. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back. Oh, that's not where I meant to go. Oops. No, I meant to go to d6. I forgot. And now he has bishop to g... Okay, he doesn't play it. Which I'm very happy about. Yeah, he wins tempo on my queen, but now I can just go back to d8 to protect this pawn. Dang, my speaker is really glitching. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go actually queen all the way back to v8, or... Well, actually, maybe it's better to stay here to keep an eye on this. You know what? I've changed my tune. No, I can't do it. It's just not a good move to go to queen c7, as much as I would like to do that instead. It's just not good because it allows him to yet another chance to play bishop g5, and then take this pawn if I try to move my queen to defend it. Okay, so next order of business is obviously bishop b7. I think it's slipping away from me a little bit because he's controlling the square in front of my IQP. Where's he trying to go with that? I guess he's trying to go here, but Maybe he's just trying to develop. Not really. Oh, yeah, no, he wants to put his knight down here. I can't let him do that. So I'm going to have to play a6. I don't really have a choice. Okay, so he played that pretty much instantly. I guess he anticipated my move. So he's going to try to take with the knight, but something seems off about that. Right? And I think that it's the fact that I can take this first. I think it's the fact that I can take that first and then take this pawn. Yes, I can develop by taking his knight and then recapture this pawn. Let me make sure that there isn't anything better to do, though. I don't think there is. Let's just recapture. And I'm happy with how that just panned out. Because obviously, I'm up a pawn now. Why wouldn't I be? And I've kind of solidified my structure in the center a little bit by connecting my IQP so that it's no longer an IQP, although I obviously have weaknesses now that I didn't have before as well. So it's a double-edged sword. Like I'm going to be trying to play sorry, not that, c5, d4, and if I can achieve that, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, he goes after this pawn, and this bishop at the same time. Reasonable. I think I can just defend it by playing bishop d7. It doesn't look very nice, but I'll be able to play this soon enough, so I should be able to solve my issues. I should be able to solve my issues. And that's not a move I expected. And I think that it's not a good one either, because I can kick his knight out before doing anything, and then I can play d4. That does shut my bishop out, though, is the only problem. Like here, there. I have to be very careful not to get my bishop trapped. For example, if I go there, or if he goes there. Oh no, because I always have this move, and then over here. Oh, maybe I actually... No, I have too many dark sword weaknesses to allow that yet, but I could maybe play bishop over here. Then when he inevitably goes there, I take this knight, push... No, then I won't be able to push the pawn. Yeah, no, I really want to play c5, d4, but again, the issue is that my bishop is really in peril there, my dark squared bishop. For example, even this, like, where's the bishop going to go? I could also literally just take. That looks terrible. Or I could just ignore. I think that ignoring is probably the better play. Yeah, let's just castle and ignore him, right? I feel like that's probably the best of both worlds. Okay, so he's attacking my bishop. But I feel like that helps me because I wanted to move my bishop anyway. Where to move it though is the question. Can't move it there, obviously. I can move it there, but not really because it walks into this. So it's really either d6 or e7. d6 looks the best from an outside point of view, but e7 definitely looks more solid. What moves does he have against this? He doesn't really have any. Yeah, I like playing a bit of more of an active role, although it's undefended. No, I like it when all my pieces are defended. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. No, no, no. This is definitely better. Yes, this is better because it leaves the threat of bishop to e5 followed by c5. Yeah. So developing or moving with threats, I find is always better. And we're playing against a 1715 from Indonesia. I didn't even mention him this entire game. I usually do, so that's why I say that. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with this position. Obviously, it's not make or break it. And while we're waiting for him to move, I should say I'm terrified of getting my wisdom teeth removed. Which, again, I've got to do tomorrow morning. So, not going to be fun. I'm getting all 4, by the way, taken out. And I'm also sorry for how messy the bed is. To be honest, I just forgot to make it before filming. I usually clean it up a little bit, tidy it up, but not today. Not today. Because it's already close to 12 and I have to get up at like 7:30, which is a reasonable time for most people, but I wake up pretty late during the summer. So that's not going to be fun for me. Back to the chess. Where does he want to go? I'm actually not sure what his big ideas are. I guess that the move that would make most sense for him in my point of view would probably be rook e1. Sorry, b1. Just aligning the queen and the... Okay, so he does that instead. He just takes. I mean, that makes sense, I suppose. Do we have any traps? I don't really want to take with the pawn, but I think I might... No, I kind of want to take with the knight, but I'd rather do this. But I don't think that I actually am threatening anything because he just captured here. So I say we take with the knight. But that's just so many pieces in a like on the same file. That's just asking for trouble, I feel like. And again, the knight's defended, so maybe I shouldn't overthink it. It would probably be simplest to just capture with the pawn, though, to be fair. And you know what? I'm trying to play for tricks too much with, like, this, followed by this and this. He's going to move this rook eventually. So, on third thought, I think it's better to just take with the pawn. So, that's what I'm going to do. It's also easier to defend. So yeah, I do think that taking with the pawn is the right decision. It would have been a bit more fun to not, but we're not playing for fun. We're playing chess. Alrighty. Now is probably the time to start moving my rooks into the battle. I'm also really low on time, so you know what? I'm just gonna play a bit faster. I'm just gonna play a bit faster. This pawn is a little bit actually annoying to defend, so let's bring this rook out first, then. Yeah. And if he ever plays rook b1, I think that I'm just gonna play rook b8 myself. Okay, so he's trying to get this pawn. That's the only reason he'd play that. However, I have a cool defense. I can play this. Actually, no, I think that even if it's not a full defense of the pawn, this is probably the most practical move because it forces a lot of questions. Yes, this is by far the best move. Oh, actually, can't he just take this pawn now? Maybe that wasn't the best move. But I don't think I'm hurt too much by it either. Although, that was stupid of me. But to be fair, okay, he blunders a rook. And I'm playing a little bit faster now because obviously I'm running low on time. Okay. Where is he trying to go? First, let's make him choose. Now he can win this pawn by taking this first. Or he can choose to not do that. Okay. So he's going to get the pawn back. That's okay. Or not. Okay, if he's going to let me just do what I want and keep this pawn, then that's certainly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give it away for free if he's going to just leave it for me to take, right? And yeah. So we're up the exchange and plus a pawn. Should be much better, but obviously not over. And we gotta play much faster because he has over double our time, which is typical for me. Okay, so he's threatening this, but it's, to be honest, it's not really a threat. Like, I can just move out of the way, and I'm not really seeing why I should be afraid of that. So let's use this opportunity to put our rooks on a more open file. Yeah, I'm really not afraid of what he's trying to do to me. Okay, he's attacking this pawn. But the thing is, if he takes this, then his bishop is going to be pinned. Which I don't think he can afford to do. Oh, almost blundered that. So... okay, so first let's offer to trade the bishops. Yes, this is good. This is good. Because now I'm going to be able to make my bishop more active. And he can't take this, obviously, because it's defended by my queen now too. But yeah, we're really cutting this close time-wise. I'm going to bring my queen out pretty soon too. I really hope I can make this a clean game. Not a nail-biter like it always is. He chooses to trade. Okay. Well, now I just have this, right? Sorry I'm playing so quickly. It's just... I feel like these moves are semi-obvious. Okay, and he blunders a knight. Yeah, now it really is over. Yay, and he resigns. And we're 1690. That is a career high for me. Let's go. Okay, let's go to the game review. Both in the game and on my recording setup. 1690 feels good. Dang, yep, that is a new high. That is a new high. Hopefully 1 or 2 games away from 1700. But let's not counteract before they hatch. Let's just look at this game. So 91.7 accuracy versus 82.4, 2300 performance versus 2000. So this was a pretty solid game by me. But let's see what I could have done better because I'm sure there was a lot. Yeah, d5 first was the best. And then, okay, I guess it... I should have played knight f6 first. I don't think it really matters. To be honest, my prep in this line, I don't remember it past, like, this. Because it's already not a great idea for him to allow me to play d5. So not many people really do it. It's not a very popular line, so I didn't spend much time doing it. Anyway, I should have brought my dark squared bishop out. I thought that if I bring my dark squared bishop out, then he's just going to take and force me to spend 2 tempo, though. But I guess that's fine. Instead, I brought the bishop out there, which is also okay. Yeah, b6 was a bad move, which I felt immediately. Again, I should have just brought my dark squared bishop out and castled. This is probably fine. But I guess bishop to d6 is slightly better. I couldn't tell you why, to be honest. Yeah, and then I shouldn't have taken with the queen. I should have taken with the bishop. That's what I had a feeling the computer was going to tell me. What I was afraid of was this. And then... oh, that isn't a threat. I'd take here. And then I don't take here. That's important, apparently. Why? Okay, I guess I'm getting my queen stuck when my king's in the center, and I just shouldn't do that. So I take here. Wait, I think I played something wrong, though. Okay, never mind. The main move is knight to g4? But then he can just take this pawn. But then I'm just harassing his queen, I guess. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of... Even though the computer is telling me that this is better for me, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get into all this. Oh, the point is that after g4, I'm attacking this square. So even if this happens, I take here, and he's in a load of trouble. And then I'm attacking his queen. Okay, I do get it now. Fair enough. I should have taken with the bishop. Anyway, though, all this is fine. Queen c7 was better. Again, I was afraid of this. Because takes. I guess that even though he's up a pawn, this just isn't good for him. Because I'm just have much more harmonious development, as Anish Giri would put it. Or probably put it. I don't know why I said Anish Giri. I don't know. I actually don't think it was Giri's course, but some course always uses the term harmonious development. I forget which one it is. By the way, why doesn't this tactic work? Taking over here. Oh, because it hangs this. I was thinking that he takes here and then I take his rook, but never mind. So yeah, this is obviously better. Okay. Sorry, not there. What was I talking about? C5. C5. Anyway, let's go to what actually happened in the game, not what could have happened for now. All this is fine. A6 is good. Yeah, taking here. I thought that I was a little bit better here. Turns out I'm not. I should have just taken on b5. Whatever. It's semantics at this point. I think that this is a better position for me, but apparently it wasn't. But now it is. After bishop d7, because I just have strong pawns and his knight's going to be easily provoked. And then I castle. Queen b... yeah, I didn't think queen b3 was good because I wanted to move my bishop anyway, because it was the reason that I didn't have ideas like c5 and everything. So he takes. I shouldn't have taken with the pawn. I should have taken with the knight. Dang. I thought that I was being all mature by taking with the pawn. But I guess not. Because I thought I was just afraid of how many pieces were on the same file. Let's see. Well, I guess my front piece is defended, so it isn't that big of a deal. I guess it really isn't that big of a deal when there's defenders. I miss a tactic. What did I... Oh, I forked this. Okay, yeah, that's a bad miss. I should have seen that, but good that I see it now. But yeah, I do miss it. Then, he misses something. He should have played... Oh yeah, he should have played h3 to avoid that tactic in the future. And obviously I'm doing well here because... Well, basically anything he does, I'm winning something, but he hung his rook. I was kind of afraid of him just doing this, but I had a feeling I was still doing better. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm up a piece. Yeah, so I am better. But the reason that I did this in the first place was because I saw moving this doesn't work. I saw that if he takes this, then I'm pinning this to that, and he can't defend it all. So I knew I was winning there. And I had a feeling that if he took this with his queen, even though I didn't realize that he would literally just be losing a piece, I knew it would be bad for him. But anyway, I find the right move, and then I get the rook, and it's kind of smooth sailing from here, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. By the way, yeah, all this is fine. I mean, I'm winning by so much here that it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, then he blunders the knight, and he resigns. So thank you for watching. I'll probably not catch you tomorrow because I'll be in a lot of pain from the Wizenpeath removal, but I'll see you when I'm feeling good enough to play again and record. So, adios. Thank you for watching.